Right guys, I'm going to show you how to solve this Rubik's Cube, and I'm going to try and do it as easy as I can so you can understand it from a complete beginner sort of level. If like you've just basically gone out and you've bought your Rubik's Cube, you've messed it up, you don't want to take it apart and you want to impress all your friends by completing it basically. Right, the first thing you need to understand is it doesn't matter what position your colours are in, you can solve it by using this technique and algorithms and stuff like that. The first thing I want to explain to you guys is these middle blocks, they don't move. So whatever colour they are is the face of your cube. So that one's yellow, so that side's going to be yellow, that side's orange, it's going to be orange, and so forth. Pink, blue, white, yellow. So what we're going to want to do to start off is we're going to want to pick a colour. I'm going to pick white. White's going to be the bottom of my cube. First thing you're going to want to do is make a white cross on the bottom. Or rather make a white cross on your chosen colour. I've chosen white, here's my white cross. There we go, nice and simple. Next thing you want to do is, remember I told you these middle blocks don't move. So you want to line your white cross up with your middle blocks and have them as the same colour. So you've got two same and two not. So the ones that are not the same, I'm just going to change those around so it's so they match up basically. There's no algorithms for this or anything like that, so don't panic. Don't worry if your colours are in the wrong place, we'll move that one later. Here's my white cross. I've checked it. They're lining up, all of them, so we're good. There's a starting position in white cross. Don't worry if you've got a different colour in there, we're just working on these corners now. Next thing you want to do is put these corners in the right position. So we'll move that white one out of there, because we know that one's not in the right place. So we're going to move our white one into the right place. It's got a bit of green on it, so we're looking for a green side. It's over there. Stick it in that corner, that's the right corner. Get our white cross back, and there's our corner there. Now we'll go ahead on the next corner. Remember, there's no algorithms, guys, so this might take you a few minutes when you first do it to try and do this bit. But just don't panic. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. Oops, that's the wrong one. Silly me. Right, where have I gone wrong here? Sometimes, guys, it can get a little bit confusing, but you know, don't panic. It's not a rush. It's not a game. Well, it is a game, but it's not a rush. Oh crap! What am I doing? Right, that one needs to go there. So put that one in there. Put that one in there. That's why I got confused, guys. Because yeah, there we go. Right. Finally, I did the bottom one, but as you can see, it can be a little tricky, but you can get there. No algorithms needed. Now we know we're lined up in the middle, so we're cool now. We'll just double check it. Yeah, we're cool. Now guys, that bottom line, if you forget the rest of the cube, that's done. Congratulations, you've done your first bit of the cube. Now we're working on the next line, the middle line. Now your cube should look something similar to this. If it doesn't, again, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter, as long as your first bottom bit does look like that with the middle blocks. This is our top, this is our bottom. Now the top of the cube we know is going to be orange. So what we're looking for now is we're going to work on these middle blocks. Don't worry about the corners for a minute, just think about the middle blocks. We're looking for a block that hasn't got any orange in it, because we know the orange box is supposed to be on the top. Here's a block that doesn't have any orange in it, so we'll work with that one. So now we'll find the pink face, which is there. Excellent. The pinks are lined up. There's a green on the top. Basically, we're going to move this block to this position here. So there's the green face, because the middle block's green, and the green's on the top. Excellent. So we use this algorithm here. Top side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, front side anti-clockwise, top side clockwise, and then we line up our whites with the bottom. That square is now in there. See? Lovely. Okay, now we're looking for another one. We've got orange there, so that's not the block we want. Orange there, no. Oh, here's a block here. Blue and yellow. We'll work with that one next. We'll line it up with the blue side. Oh, now look at this, guys. It's pink on this side, and we've got yellow on the top. Now we know from the previous move that this block will move into here. So we know that this is not the side it needs to go in. So we'll look for the yellow side. There's the yellow side. Now as you can see, guys, the blue would fit into there. The only problem is this block is the wrong way around. We need to flip it around so the yellow will line up like a nice little T. So in order to flip that block around, we'll use this algorithm here. Front side clockwise, right side, right side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, the top side anti-clockwise, and we'll line our whites back up off the bottom of the cube. Now if we go back to that cube, that square, the yellow one and the blue one, we line up the yellows. Now you can see the blues on the top. So because we know this square is going to move down to here, we know now the blue will be in the right place after we've done it. So we'll use our algorithm, top side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise again, front side anti-clockwise, top side clockwise, and we line up our whites with the bottom. Now that square's dropped in. Lovely. So the next square we're looking for is right there, green. That's because we know it's not supposed to be in the top, there's no orange on it. So we look around, we know we're on the yellow side, so it's lined up with the yellows, but we know that's the blue side, and we've just done that square, so we know that square is in the right place. So we look around for the other one. Here we go. Here's the greens. So we know that this block is supposed to be in here, but we need to turn it around first. So we turn it around. Sometimes you don't need to turn these blocks around. Sometimes, guys, these blocks will just line in and you don't need to do this algorithm. But if you do need to do this algorithm, you just basically front side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, and we line up our whites with the bottom. As you can see, guys, our colours have changed around, and now we're available to move this block into here. I'm not going to bore you saying the algorithm on this one, because you guys know this algorithm, because I've just been telling you it. Oops. I'll try not to bash my cube around and line up my whites. And there you go, guys. I've got one square left. Now, if you're in this position, we know we're working with these middle blocks. As you can see, they're all orange, so we know they're all top blocks, which means our last block is there, but it's the wrong way around. So we could either move it out and do like our positioning and stuff, which I'm going to do because it's much more simpler than the other thing I was going to describe, because that would probably mess the cube up. I'm going to try and move it out. Okay, there's no algorithms for moving it out. You just gotta, there we go, it's moved out. So now it's in the top line, there you go. So now we line it up with our blues. Lovely, and we know it's going to slot into that square there. So we do our algorithm, top side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, front side anti-clockwise, and top side clockwise, and we line up our whites. Now guys, you should have done your second row at the moment. Disregard the top one. It's over half your cube done now. Excellent, isn't it? Right, now the next thing we're working on is the top. So the thing we want on the top now is we want a cross on the top. Remember when we did a cross on the bottom? Well, doing a cross on the top is a bit different. We're going to use the algorithm that I told you guys to use 5 minutes ago. It's the only algorithm you get to use twice. Remember when I said these colours are the wrong way around to line them up? Well, again, now they're the wrong way around because we want a cross on the top. So to get across, we're going to do the algorithm again to change these colours around. So it's going to be front side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, and we're going to line up our whites. Now at this point you should have a cross, an orange cross. Disregard that square there. You're looking for the orange cross at the top. Now once you've got that, try and line your middle squares up. Not all of them will line up, but what you're looking for is at least 2. If your cube's like that, and you've got one lined up, but your others ain't lined up, just twist it around. Line up another colour. What you're looking for in the middle block is 2 colours that will line up. Sometimes you don't get it, and if you don't get it, you're just going to have to do the algorithm until you do get it. But if you get into a position where you've got 2 which line up and 2 that doesn't, that's excellent. What you do at this point is you hold the cube like this. You have that side that's complete there, that side that's complete facing outwards, and your 2 sides that aren't complete is there and there. The reason why I want you guys to hold the cube is like this, because after you do this algorithm, all 4 of these middle squares will be perfectly set just doing this algorithm once, else you'll have to do it 4 or 5 different times. Right, so we go right side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side clockwise twice, then line up your whites. Now watch, guys. My yellows are lined up, my blues are lined up, my pinks are lined up, and my greens are lined up. Exactly what I wanted. I've got my cross, they're all lined up, so all those squares are done. Now guys, you're on your home run now. 4 corners. We need to get these in the right position, basically. What I mean in the right position is, as you can see, that one's in the right position, just not the right way around, because we've got the green, we've got the pink, and we've got the orange, so that's great. So we're going to start off with this maneuver, and this will swap the 4 corners around and hopefully get them all in the right position. So top side clockwise, right side clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, left side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side anti-clockwise, top side anti-clockwise, and finally line up your whites. Check your corners. That one's lined up, that one's in the right position, as you can see, orange, orange, green, green, yellow, yellow. Same with this one. Now one of your corners may be perfect, done. That's excellent. That's great. As long as these 4 corners are sat in their correct position. If they're not sat in their correct position, repeat the last algorithm. You may have to do it 6 or several times until these 4 blocks are in the right position. Once they're in the right position, all 4 may look like this. Maybe 3 will be done, and you've only got 1 left to do. Or maybe you need all 4 to do. But in order to do your last move, which is getting these blocks in the right position, it's pretty easy. Right, you're on your home front now. Watch very carefully, right? Right side anti-clockwise. Bottom side anti-clockwise. Gonna go clock, clock, anti, anti, clock. That one's done. Don't forget to clock the bottom. Always clock the bottom to finish the move. Then rotate the top 1, because that one's done. And then again, anti, anti, clock, clock, anti, anti, clock. Don't forget to clock the bottom. That one's done. Rotate the top. Again, anti, anti, clock, clock, anti, anti, clock. There we go. Watch this, guys, very carefully. now you've just completed your Rubik's Cube. There you go, guys. I hope you learned how to do the cube. It might take you some practice, but with those moves you should be able to memorise that after you've done it about 15 times and impress all your mates. Hope you enjoyed the video.